Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So the USF Bulls offense will have the first possession of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk and run.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Temple's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The Owls will hustle to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, hey, QB, I think I out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really good.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right back to the well. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
At the 7-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and match.
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Bulls have it with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clemens. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a 1st down play. Give to the running back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Temple lines up quickly. Right back to him on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Getting some heat.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Looks it in at the 40. Touchdown, Bulls! The special teams proving worthy of their name.
USF.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell, does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly...
Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, USF. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, South Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard. defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Douglas. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag and I get the first down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a snag by the defense. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gonna run it. It's Hart. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Love. unleashes to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Pulls and fired complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full account.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On second down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. Oh, what a move! He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Love. He's going for a big play downfield. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, USF!
Number 14.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
And they couldn't hold off the Heat, and he goes down with a sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Temple lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it near midfield. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, South Florida. And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder.
Number 9.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. He's got it again. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Going with the counter play here. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Douglas. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And there he goes. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. He hauled that one in down the right side, but couldn't stay in bounds. Almost had himself 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now adjusting. Touchdown Bulls. And the stomping has commenced. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll ride the hot hand. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll go to the counter. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation,
throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30, it would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
First and goal, USF.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulls! And the beatdown has ensued.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
84. Temple, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's going to get loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, what a move! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
First and goal, USF.
He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him.
Touchdown, USF! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he is snowed under, sacked at at the 7.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Florida. And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clemens. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they
had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense set on 1st down. The give on the counter. After the filthy move, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking for a man. It's Love. Snags it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
A first down run in the red zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throwing.
They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt.
Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown Bulls. And the punishment has been extended. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Ballmer.
The return is brought down at the 48, and the South Florida offense will take over.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get.
Got a lot of And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
Out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomp. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Touchdown Bulls! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Coming out with it, it's Clemens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USF.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.